lot of people have come out to condemn Ipob for supporting or standing by the Nigerian professor in the US, Anya, over remarks against her late Queen Elizabeth as she expressed anger hidden in all Igbos. Ipob said, okay, we are behind you, we are supporting you, we stand by you. And some people are like, oh, why are you doing that? Why do people want to create a problem? It's like Ipob is a plague to them in this Nigeria. I don't understand. But in other countries of the world, they don't even see them as a normal human being, responsible people. And just like I've always said, Nnamdi Kanu, before they kidnapped him back to Nigeria, the man has been going from places to places and nobody has ever arrested him. Believe you me, if you see Nnamdi Kanu, you want to take selfie with him, you want to take pictures with him. But can that be said about before they said Shikar who is dead, or this other bandit they told you, Bello? Will you be able to say, oh, I want to take pictures with them, or any Ipob member? You know, that is, and a lot of people are beginning to have this kind of mindset that these people are terrorist group and this and this and that, but it's not going to work. Now they are standing by this woman because the woman came out and said, no, this is it. A lot of people have been bottling a lot of things inside. Oh, I just want to be political. We have to be politically correct. Politically correct. At the end of the day, this woman said no matter the threat, that she's not going to back down. She stands by what she said. And Ipob has come out to say, yes, this is it. And that is exactly what Ipob has been fighting for. So you want to tell me that the woman is a terrorist? God help all of you. Where the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob has expressed support for US-based Nigerian professor Anya over a controversial comments on the health of the late British Queen Elizabeth II. Anya, who teaches linguistics at Carnegie Mellon University, USA, stirred a heated debate and criticism on the internet some days ago following her Twitter post about Queen Elizabeth's deteriorating health before she died. Anya, on hearing about the late Queen's worsening health before she died, wrote on her Twitter page, and I heard the chief monarch of a thieving, raping, genocidal empire is finally dying. May her pain be excruciating. Oh, Twitter deleted Professor Anya's tweet saying that it violated its rules, while some high-profile personalities, including the founder of Amazon, Jeff Bezos, criticized and condemned Anya for her hateful comments. But on Thursday, Ipob, in a statement by its media and publicity secretary, Ima Powerful, said the separatist organization is solidly in support of Anya, who is of Igbo, southeast of Nigeria extraction. In the statement, Ipob said, we, the global family and movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, wish to commend Professor Anya for her remarks on the late Queen of England and Buckingham Palace. Professor Anya's opinion on the Queen and the British government represented the opinion of over 98% of Biafrans. Until her viral comments and counter comments on Twitter, Ipob do not know the person called Professor Anya. But what is certain is the pain and scar of the Biafran genocide lives with every man or woman with Igbo blood. What is happening in the Southeast now? Is it not the same thing? Is it not the same thing? They are doing it in a different way, but it's happening, and people are hurting them more. Professor Anya's viral statement on the Queen Elizabeth's role in the mass murder of innocent citizens of Biafra during 1967 to 70 war and African colonization has shown that the history of Biafra genocide and issues of colonization cannot be forgotten unless it's discussed and addressed. But they don't want to do that. British government and our allies under the leadership of Queen Elizabeth supplied military equipment and manpower to Nigeria to wipe out Biafrans. Wow, this is really interesting. Really interesting. Well, one thing again is that they used their propaganda media, BBC, to label Biafrans rebels and prevented any assistance to Biafrans. As a result, many Biafrans' lives were wasted, including the family of members of Professor Uju. The world should know that Biafrans, both young and old, will not forgive the late Queen and the British people, especially the politicians, unless the British government allows Biafrans to regain their sovereignty through a referendum. The late Queen and British government changed Aburi agreement between Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegu Ojukwu, the Biafran leader, and Yakubu Gowon with the sole aim of teaching Igbo or Biafran people lessons because of their resilience, determination and resilience from British colonization through Ekumeku warriors and other groups that stood in their ways. Queen's interference thwarted the amicable agreement by convincing Gowon not to abide by the Aburi agreement reached in Aburi, Ghana. The rejection of the agreement by Gowon and the British government led to the death of more than 5.5 million Biafrans. The pain and agony of this loss will never go unless the British government stops sabotaging our quest for independence, Biafra nation, and supports us to achieve Biafra freedom. Biafrans don't rejoice over the death of anybody, neither do we mourn the death of evildoers, especially murderers. The Queen of England committed much atrocities against humanity and God Almighty. Queen was a mass murderer. Hence, Chukwu Okike Abama and our ancestors forbid us from mourning such a person or persons. Professor Uju Anya has an indomitable Igbo spirit. She expressed anger that is hidden in all Biafrans, especially Igbos, who lost so much to the war levied and has been levied on us by the same people we share the same country with. Dear Professor Uju Anya, we thank you for showing the world our resilience and determination to fight for justice and to get justice. Biafran men and women, including small children, are ready to die in the hands of British people again if they wish to repeat what they did in 1967 in collaboration with the Fulani group and other genocidists like Yakubu Gowon. Those accusing Professor Uju Anya of being an Ipob member or financier are just using that to intimidate and blackmail her. Ipob don't even know who she was until this moment, and anybody or group threatening her is playing with fire. Moreover, Ipob doesn't even have secret members or secret financiers. We are Ipob and we fund our movement. We expect Professor Anya to stand her ground without giving attention to Nigeria and those blackmailers who intimidate some influential Igbos so that they can publicly Ipob to submission. We have seen all, and Ipob is still marching forward. If anyone expects Professor Uju Anya not to express such a disdain, okay, well, our fathers, mothers, pregnant women, including children, by every strategy of war and associating her with Ipob, such fellow is demented. The person or persons should visit a psychiatrist for proper brain examination. All victims of Biafra genocide and victims colonization stand with Professor Uju Anya and our comments. Okay, this is it. So guys, and like I said, a lot of people are not happy with that, and they are calling her different names. That is their own cup of tea. Well, it will be unfair if, of course, if she stands or she speaks on what even Ipob or the Biafran stand for, and she's not saying anything. That means who is going to be losing. And I think this one has reawakened the whole world effort of Biafra again, because this woman has even brought it out. Because no. If for those who did not even know Biafran or Ipob before, now with the statement of this woman, and she's, she's not an illiterate. She knows exactly what she said, and she stands by what she said, and she has said she's not going to be threatened by any form of intimidation.